In President Oak's most recent conference talk on defending the divine constitution, he makes an important point that I like. That one of the inspired principles of the Constitution is that the source of government power is the people. In a time when sovereign power was universally assumed to come from the divine right of kings or from military power, attributing sovereign power to the people was revolutionary. Um, so this idea that the power comes from the people, I think is really important, and it ties into a later thing he says. He talks about how the stature of the Constitution is diminished by efforts to substitute current societal trends as a reason for its founding instead of liberty and self-government. The authority of the Constitution is trivialized when candidates or officials ignore its principles. The dignity and force of the Constitution is reduced by those who refer to it like a loyalty test or a political slogan, instead of its lofty status as a source of authorization for and limits on government authority. And all of this stuff can happen. The Constitution can lose its authority because the source of government power is the people. And so inasmuch as the people obey the Constitution and agree that it's what we want to do, then that's where the Constitution gets its power, is from people choosing to obey it. If people don't choose to obey it, if they would rather follow current societal trends, or when we don't hold candidates or officials accountable who ignore its principles, or we refer to it like a loyalty test or a political slogan, instead of as a source of authorization and for limits on government authority, when we do that, then it's the people undermining the authority of the Constitution. So it really is, in a democracy, the best way to make social change is to get people. That's the most foundational way to make social change, is to speak directly to people and to convince people to do what's right. It's not necessarily to go straight for the top, because if you go straight for the top and you can even get a law changed, the next time around the law could get changed back. It's an issue of the real source of power comes from the people.